Hey guys, I'm Mike and I Make Stuff. The holiday season has been absolutely insane. I've been doing everything I can to get as many projects out the door, but I thought I'd take a second this week and I'd show you guys one of the projects that seems to be a banger for Halloween. Check it out. So this time what we got going on is we took a piece of scrap. This happens to be a piece of 3/4 MDF from a tabletop. And this is going to be great. The reason that we can use this is because at the end of the day, it may be windy, it may be blustery, there may be some adverse conditions that are happening. We want to end up giving this a little bit of weight in the bottom so that it ends up blowing away. The idea is that we're going to make a candy dish for all the trick-or-treaters this year. Now, of course, we'll need some walls on our coffin or our casket that we'll be making for the candy. Of course, we ended up in typical Mike is making stuff fashion. We're going to use some pallet slats for that. But let's start with the base, and then we can work on walls around from there. First thing we want to do is we want to set this guy up according to the dimensions that we have. I think this is right at 16. We're going to cut this guy down to 15 inches. Now, because we went 15 length, we're going to want roughly half that size in width, but we're going to add 1 inch to each side. So we're going to go 9.5 across. Now, from this point, we'll go 1/3 of the way down. Given that this was 15 inches, we're going to go 5 inches. And now from this point, we're going to come in top and bottom on each end 1 inch, and then we'll make our coffin shape. Actually, we're going to make it closer to about 1.5 inches, and we'll do that both top and bottom. Now we'll draw some connecting lines to make our coffin shape. Now this is a perfect time for us to use the adjustable miter sled that I made in my old video telling you to get rid of your crosscut sled. Coffin shape. Now from here, I'm going to eyeball this angle so that I can cut a bevel on the side of my piece. Start laying in my walls. Now, of course, I need 2 of those pieces, so I'll just use that one as a template. I'll repeat that process for the rest of my sides. Because we're going to do something to pretty it up later. Now we'll need two, so I'm going to make two of these for top and bottom. Followed by the last two pieces that'll go up this way. From here, I'm going to use my sander to smooth up all of those edges and get the bevels in a little bit tighter. They don't have to be perfect. I just want to get them in there in that rough shape so that we've got some smooth edges so little kids ain't going to get splinters off of it. Then I'll show you how we'll make it real pretty. Now we'll start changing everything up. We'll get everything seated in with a handful of screws around the bottom, and then we'll start working on what we're going to do for the inside. Now some of you may be saying, Mike, that was pretty roughly shod, put together. That doesn't look all that great as far as the mitered corners. Yeah, that's not really looking so hot. You're right, it's not. But that's because I've got a little bit of a tool that's going to help me to be able to make it look a lot better. If you guys want to put a little more time in it, absolutely you're willing to do so. No problem at all. I'm just getting this together. My wife's going to use it. She's probably going to throw it away at the end of Halloween, so let's see how it goes. What I have the benefit of is incredibly aggressive sanding because I have an angle grinder with a flexible pad attachment that'll let me put hook and loop sandpaper on it. I can get super aggressive with this. I'm going to be able to clean this up really pretty, and then we'll get ready to paint it up and get it ready for the trick-or-treaters at hand. Shout out to all them folks in Indonesia that showed me how easily this gets things done. Just like that, we got us a roughshod car Wild West coffin. Let's take care of how we're going to take care of the inside after we get a good coat of paint across the outside of this rough thing. All right, we got the sides all painted. That's looking good for now. We'll wait for that to dry. Then we'll get on the next step. All right. Thanks to the magic of editing and the fact that the Southwest is drier than a nun's underwear, our paint is dry. We're going to move on to the next step, fabric. So now we're all set with our casket. We blacked the sides out. We left the interior naked. And I found a couple of pieces of swaths of cloth in my scrap that I think is going to turn out pretty nice. But I think this weird, she said it was purple, it's going to come out really well. And then I've got some black felt that I can lay in the bottom of it. Alright, so as you can see, we cut us a shape exactly to cover the bottom. Now we'll work on getting us a strip of this other more colorful stuff to go around the sides. Get ready to button this guy up. It looks like we're going to have just enough. Do that. We're going to go right along this edge, our pattern side out, and the rough side that way. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to run our fabric right along the outside, just like this. Just a couple. All right, guys, this is me. I'm gonna hurry up and get this edited out. Like I said, cool little tray, casket shape for you guys to put your Halloween treats in. Hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one.
I fix them right up, and I'm